Ay. I don't do it here. Yeah, I do.
Compré un chante nuevo ahí, lo jalamos.
No,
De una.
that's what I do. But the water, you do have that. Given I gotta go.
Yeah. Well, I'll be up there as soon as I settle with this.
Okay. I'm gonna go up there.
Okay. Go ahead.
You come up whenever you get ready.
All right.
Hi. Yeah. Yeah. We only got one left, so I don't know.
You're just renting the space out for them to shear them? Or are these your sheep?
These are mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're there. The rest of them, this guy just brought them over. I used to do that job, but I don't do it no more. Too rough. That's a hell of a hard job. Dirty and everything else. So what the hell? Just a little cheer. You can buy some silk jackets and silk pants. Yeah, and Josie was where her mother died. Frank's mother died when she was just a little tiny baby. She was the youngest.
What do you remember about those days when their mother died?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember real well.
Who did you run with?
Who?
Out of the family, who did you know? Did you know them all, Carlos and Gabriel?
Yeah, hell, Gabe died over here. Carlos. Well, we was raised together. Went to school together. And Gabe was the only one that came back to the farm, you know. And he came back to the farm and he was farming when he died. I got a call here, he got in a wreck, and well, I guess it was some blood clot on his brain or something. I don't know, that's what I thought. And he ran off the road, and they were there, so he called from over there, told me to go take care of the things over there. And then the next day we went again. By 4 o'clock the next day he was dead. Oh, hell, me and Gabe were just like that too. He'd help me and I'd help him. He used to tell me, hey, Emma, go get Johnny to come and help me come by and this and that. And he don't, que no le ande con las fregaderas, tampoco cállate. Oh, hell, we used to help each other a lot. I sure miss him, boy. He was... He used to call me John B. John Bonifacio. So, take care of that.
Is that a good price?
Yeah, but then I want to get rid of all them dogs. Too damn hard to keep.
What's the most profitable thing for you here?
Well, they were a real good price, but now they're way down. That's another thing. I don't want to quit this shooting farming, boy. But I don't know. I don't have no retirement. But I can retire on my own. I just sell property. Because people are after property like that. In fact, I got a deal already with a guy. I guess I heard yesterday that he got the money. So hell, that'll put it all away and just live out of it. sell the sheep, sell the goddamn. I was wanting to go to, if I was going to buy a place, I'd like to go to Farmington. I like it over there. And it's a better climate for me too. I feel better if I go just to New Mexico there, to Farmington. 'Cause, but there I hadn't made up my, and the boys don't have no interest in the farm. And then they all got good jobs, so one works for the state, two of them are sheriffs. One of them got 21 years, the oldest one, in Denver. And I might, you know, give him some property, you know, because he said as soon as I retire, he said, I'm getting the hell out of this goddamn, out of the big city. He likes to ride horses a lot. And he was raised on it. So but he told me, the other one, it's a sheriff in Grand Junction. He's a lieutenant already. And, but he's got about, the other one over there, they won't let him retire till he's 55 in Denver. So but he said as soon as I retire, he says I'm going to go back to the farm. I didn't want to be around this big city.
What'd you guys do here as kids? When you were growing up with Gabriel and Carlos, yeah. What'd you guys do as kids?
Well, farm.
But what'd you do for fun?
Oh, hell, we used to play hockey, chinny chin chin, and me and Frank used to play baseball. I was a pitcher, he was a catcher. Pretty good catcher. And I was a pretty good pitcher because all the schools, we used to give them hell, boy. But then I should have taken pitching, boy. They said if anybody would have seen me throw the ball, they said if you would have, somebody would have been, you know, with them big shots around. He says, God dang, you could have been playing for money, not for bullshit. So a lot of people have told me, boy, he said, you had a fireball that one. You ask Frank. He used to have to put a goddamn handkerchief inside of his goddamn, because he's got. He was a good catcher. And when I found out some guys, he said, hey, here it is. Couldn't see it. I played ball after I got out of service. Gee whiz, it's a shit to be working so goddamn hard.
You getting tired of it?
Oh shit, I'm tired already. We're out. There's the farm workers do. No, I don't blame Carlos or Frank for looking for a job, you know. But see, I got married after I came back, about 3 months after I got back. And the kids, they don't have no interest on the farm. And there's no money the way it is now. So they all got good jobs. 2 of them are sheriffs. And Preston's got a good job through the agency, like heavy equipment operator through the agency. And AB works for the state. So they're all got good jobs. And Doreen, did you meet her? My daughter? Yeah, she's...
Tell me about the war days. What Frank says that you were a medic in the war.
Yeah.
How was that? Tell me about those days.
Oh, shit, I had a lot of patience and put up with a lot of... We was in the frontline medics, you know, right there where we used to go. I drove an ambulance in the service. That was my job. I went as a driver and I drove an ambulance. We had to call them at night, blackout driving and all that with cat eyes and all that. Oh, I got a hell of a good record, but I should have stayed in the service. I would have been retired already. Since 1962, I would have been retired from the... If I'd have just retired as a staff sergeant, hell, I'd have been getting close to $1,000 a month.
What did you do after the service?
Huh?
What'd you do after the service?
Well, take care of the wounded. And
What'd you do after, though, when you got out? My uncle said that you spent some time in Albuquerque, he thought, that you were working for
I was a
baker or something?
I was a receiving clerk for the Rainbow there in Albuquerque. But then I came back to the farm because they kept telling me to come home, to come to the farm. So I came back and I wandered up here. So, hell, that would have been, they wanted to make me a superintendent. They say, don't quit. Everybody likes you, John, and you've done the best job there is. I mean, the best one I've heard since I've hired Howard, the main guy. He says, I'll see that you learn the trade. He says, if there's no opening here, he says, I'll send you out someplace as a superintendent. God dang it, and I didn't. He talked to me for about an hour there, trying to convince me, but I didn't. He says, everybody likes you, and you give me the best record, and hell, I'd have been retired. I went to work in 1945. So hell, I lost a lot of good jobs.
Tell me about the early days.
In those days, there was no retirement, you know. Right after the war, they started giving them retirements, you know. I guess that Frank, he was a chief he retired as a chief in the fire department now. And then he got another job. He was telling me now, I don't know what it was. So that's why he gets 2 retirements.
How was it growing up here? Tell me about what you guys used to do growing up here.
Farming?
And for fun though, did you go to dances or?
Oh yeah, that's about the only thing. We didn't have radios. We had a lot of different things, you know. Play hockey, what do they call it, in school. Played baseball.
How about do you know any stories about my Uncle Frank you'd want to tell me?
Oh yeah, he's always teasing me about that. He used to have a girl. She was always after me. He wasn't my girlfriend, but he accused me of it. He used to tell me. He used to call her the bulldog. Because he was real, you know. God dang it, yeah, I'm not my girlfriend. She likes me a lot, but you know. And he used to have a girl named Anita. Oh, he thought he was in love. I don't know what happened. I mean, they never married her. I didn't know.
And Gabriel, you know remember anything about him?
Gabriel, he was a hard-working guy. He always worked for farms and different people. So anyway, he's a hard-working guy, man.
Do you remember much about it?
That guy would have got rich if he would have kept it up, I guess.
Tell me about his family, Barbara and all them.
Oh, Barbara stopped here. Every time she comes down to see about the farm, she stops here. And Henrietta, I haven't seen her. See, I was the best man for Barbara's wedding. She came over here and her boyfriend came and asked me if I would walk her, you know, and I did. And now I walked Antoinette. I gave her away because she asked for me to go. I had a tuxedo. She rented me a tuxedo, and that's the first time I owned it. Carlos was there that night, and I think Frank was there that night, and Josefita was there that night. I even danced with your mother and Susana, and all. You know, it was a big dance when Antonel got married. And then la de mi tío Porfirio, you know, Selena was there. Oh, I was already, so anyway.
Do Do you remember much about my mom when she was a kid, or was it?
Oh yeah, well she was raised with another lady, but I remember her since, well, she was small when I went to service, you know, and we never did get to see much of each other, you know. She was there that dance, that time for the dance, and I met him, her dad. I met him once that night, and then I met him and for a reunion, for a reunion here. And that's the only times that I ever seen.
Tell me about your dad. What was he like?
Oh, he was a big man. He was a sheriff. He was a sheriff for 20 years.
In Tiffany?
Yeah, La Plata County. You know, La Plata County is here in Durango. And he used to be a sheriff.
What's the biggest arrest he ever made?
Oh, I don't know. He got a real mean guy that was always raising hell. And he said he's going to come and try that little chotita from Tiffany. That's the first time I ever seen my dad. He was quite a man, you know, pretty good sized man. And me and Frank were sleeping upstairs in that adobe house. Did he show it to you? And we heard him, and Frank told me, hey, dijo, andan peleándose con mi tío Abeyta. So we came down. By the time we got there, he had already had that guy, and he put the cuffs on him. And so we came down to help, but we were there late. He already had, and then he had your grandpa Amado and another guy to take care of him while he went and got the other one. And he took them both to jail, to Durango. Oh, Carlos used to tell me, yo tengo una, my dad had big hands, boy. And he says, yo tengo las manos como mi tío Abel. Oh, he used to like my dad a lot. All of them did. But Carlos was, you know how you met him, Carlos? He was all crazy. And we went to a service together. This guy went to a service at the same time. So anyway, we didn't get to stay together when we got there. We were gonna, he said, you stay right behind me, so it'll put us in the same place. Shit, no, right on the, where we were separating, Charlie C. Abeyta C. Carlos. And then when it said Abeyta J, they cut us off, and he went to Fort Camp Roberts, and they took me to Texas. So we split right where we wanted to stay together in the same outfit and bullshit. They figured we was brothers, or well, we were cousins. They don't want two cousins or two, you know, two brothers or nothing together. So they split us up, and we lost each other. I didn't see him till after the war. They sent him to the Pacific, and they sent me to Germany. So we just... I'm just over there watching. There's that guy that cheers.
All right.
Get him getting ready here. He's a nerd. Look what he's wearing there. Yo tengo un chamo. I call him the herb. gonna make a moving picture out of that, huh? You didn't catch it, right?
¿Dónde estos dos?
Ya. Ayúdale el chainsaw, oil. Con la máquina.
Am I in the way here? Am I in the way?
No. There he is. Now you can take a picture. Then it's touching.
This is another female.
Chiva.